What's up guys, welcome to another Guild War, and today we've got Equilibrium. Alright, let's start, we'll just go from the bottom up. We'll pick a +1. Maybe we try this. Okay, so the first team, this is a very easy Bulldozer Copper team. You can use this team against so many teams, and this one is no exception. So there's only 2 threats, right? So you snipe the Jultan with Copper, right? I don't think a Jultan will have more than 50k HP. I mean, he could, I guess, but not with his own leader skill, I think. So yeah, I can do that, and then Monkey King gets taken out by Bulldozer. So I think that'll be fine. And the second team, we'll just go with Triple Will. Very safe team. Alright. You can do this with just like any reviver and a healer, right? As the supports with Filmars as your DPS, or whoever you choose as your DPS. You can even use Monkey King or something like that. Okay, obviously Monkey King's not 5, but you know what I mean. You can use any DPS with a healer and a reviver, just in case shit happens, and put them all on Triple Will. So sorry, it's not Triple Will. Put everyone on Will, like a single Will set. If you can bring an immunity buffer, like Chloe would be nice as well. That way you have even more turns of immunity. So you can do that. Alright, so let's see how we go here. I really hope that our Jultan is not ridiculously tanky. Alright, good. Maybe at like lower levels you might have a bit of trouble if your if your copper doesn't do anywhere near 50k, you might have trouble killing Jultan, so you might be a bit riskier. But if you can get it up to maybe 40s, like mid 45 plus 1,000, I think you should be okay against most Jultans, unless the guy's being a dick and goes triple energy, that sort of thing. If you're worried about that, then you can snipe the Chasun instead. No Chasun will have more than 40,000 HP, even on triple HP. And then you can use Bulldozer to take out the Monkey King still. It's a bit awkward with Jultan by himself because you can reflect a lot of damage though. That's the reason why it's preferable to take out Jultan first. Okay. Oh god, the Violent procs. I didn't pop the Endure though, so that's a bit awkward. But hopefully I can pop it this turn. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna lose my Endure. But luckily I've got immunity still, so he can't dot me up. We'll just heal with this one. Okay. I just need Fieldmaster to survive a little bit longer. Well, he probably won't, so I'll probably have to use the revive from Iona. Okay, maybe he will survive. Okay, we'll just heal him up because I don't want to risk like getting to a stage where actually no. There's not really no risk, so because both of them have revive up. Because it'd just be awkward if I get to a point where I have to use my first attack to kill the Bernard, while if my heal or revive is on cooldown, or the other skills are on cooldown, right? So that will be awkward for better if both support skills are down, but not so much for if Iona moves first, but I think yeah, would have been more likely that Beta will move. But anyway, let's pick up +2. Okay, this one looks quite tough, but we'll do it. So the first team, I go with this, and this is basically the standard anti-Zero comp. These 2 supports don't really help her against my team, so I can use that. The second team is what I'm afraid of though. Usually what I would do is bring this team and just tank it out. and then it's just a matter of praying that I don't get violent proc to death. You might be wondering, could I use Tessarion? And actually, I'll talk about that when I get to the actual fight. For now, let's concentrate on this one. Okay, so we'll just go for the Sierra. Should be the easiest to kill. Okay. Okay, she's taken out, so we just order the rest. There's only 2 supports and they have no heals. Apart from like Verd's self-heal. Which is not going to do enough. Or surprisingly, if he's on an attack build in Dragons V10, he actually heals a fair bit. Because his HP is pretty low, like when he's at the attack build. And it does okay damage, so... I did notice that when I used to use him as like a YOLO damage dealer in my Speed Dragons team. I'm gonna try to rebuild that team as well, so hopefully it'll be consistent again. Alright, so the reason why Tessarion is not good in this stage, in this scenario, is no matter who you Oblivion, unless you proc Violent and first thing is, does the Hordam have will? Pretty much all Hordams have will. I'm very surprised this one doesn't. Alright, so first off, you would need to bring a buff remover, right? So let's say you bring Praha. So let's say you bring Fielmars, Praha, Tessarion, right? You remove, let's say all things go well, your Praha removes Oblivion, or not Oblivion, will runes, right? She doesn't fail like she normally does. If that happens, then you have a choice between who you're gonna Oblivion, right? So if you Oblivion Hordam, then he can't heal up Fielmars, but he won't heal up Fielmars when you pop the Endure anyway, right? It's only when you have to pop the Endure first, right? So he has to take a killing blow before Hordam will heal. So it's a bit of a waste at the start. But if you Oblivion Fielmars, then you still can't kill him because of Hordam, unless you get you put enough dots on him and he's low enough to tick over and die to that. That's pretty much the only real way to kill, like in that instance, right? If you're running Tessarion, that's why I don't really like running Tessarion against this team. I think it's better just to tank it out. Now, what I'm gonna do here, do I want to Amuse? I'm not too sure. I think I just save it, just because I'm not. Oh, I probably should have done it, but oh well. But I think I'll just still just hang on to it. Now, I'm gonna try to put dots onto that Fielmars. Okay, it didn't work. He got counter attacked as well. Alright, we've got the defense break, that's good. So I hope she's gonna heal him up, that's fine. She's used it up now. Oh my god, violent proc, of course. So this is like a good thing that I saved the Muse. Now I can heal him up. Oh god, please, okay. And we're just gonna try a defense break then. Stun. Okay, got a good stun. Okay, we heal him up and we'll try to place dots on him. Alright, we've got a dot. Now I need to pray that my Brian stuns Chasun. Oh wait, probably doesn't matter that much, but as long as she doesn't Violet, alright. So if he Violent procs, he'll die. Right, so, and I don't really need to touch him right now. So let's just work a little bit on the Hordam. Just in case he doesn't Violent proc. Alright, he didn't Violent proc. And that means Chasun should heal next turn. I think the cooldown should be up now. But for now, let's just Amuse. We'll try to stun her. It didn't work. So now I'm in awkward position. I have to weaken him a bit. I really need to hope this doesn't crit, because I need that two dots probably are not enough to kill Fielmars, I think. So I think I should try to poke him and hope I don't crit. Alright, he's crit. That's a bit awkward. So he heals up. Perk him again. Okay, I perk him again. Oh, she healed up anyway. That's okay. Now we try to attack break. Damn it. I will just keep pounding on him for now. And we'll heal up Filmars. Alright, we'll just do that. Okay, he's very low. I think he should die to the dot. So let's just go for the Hodam for now. There you see? So that gets around Hodam's passive, but it's very risky. It's very hard to pull it off. And that's why you sort of just tank through it, and then if you can't kill the Filmars with dots, you can either switch to Hodam if he doesn't seem to have very good resistance, right? If you can manage your defense to Hodam, defense break the Hodam, go for him. Otherwise, just keep trying to stack dots on the Filmars, and then try to weaken him with Brian and Chasun, right? Get him low enough to die to the dots. Okay. Let's go for +3. Let's try this one. Yeah, okay. I think we can try this. Right, so we can try the Bulldozer this one. It's a little bit risky because retouches are generally like pretty tanky. They can be like 50k plus, but I think I'll just go for it. I'll risk it, right? And the first team, I think we can run Double Fire and Arena to tank the Monkey King. Alright, so let's see, let me just choose some fire units. Okay, we bring Kumar and I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to build up like more fire units for this sort of situation. Alright, let's bring Lisa. That way I can remove the stun and defense break, and heal block as well. Alright, let's just try that. I give crit rate to Kumar too, which is nice, and we just basically constantly work on the Monkey King, alright? Because eventually I'm going to destroy his HP. And assuming that the Monkey King is the only threat, this is sort of like a good counter to it, because the Monkey King won't hit the fire guys. I mean, he could if their defense broken and low HP, but it's pretty unlikely. But even then, like, if you bring tanky fire units, they're not going to take much damage from the Monkey King, so that's okay. So I don't even really need to use attack command yet, so let's just remove that. And yeah, so the Monkey King is always going to go for Rena, right? And he'll pretty much never kill her. If he crits, he'll proc her shield, right? And if he doesn't crit, then he's not gonna do much damage anyway. Eventually, he's gonna crit a little bit, right? And like sometimes, because he's got elemental advantage, so he can crit eventually. And if he doesn't crit for the subsequent attacks, it probably won't go through his shield anyway, or the shield for the Rena shield. Okay. And just bear in mind, if you're gonna do something like this with a Chasun healing on the opposing side, best idea, like, best thing to do is bring destroy on at least one of your units, right? Even the Rena can hold destroy. Eventually you'll whittle him down, right? It might take you a long time, but eventually you will destroy the HP. And the good thing with Guild Wars is, like, you have all the time in the world. Unless you're doing rush hour, like Guild Wars Rush, you might not do something like this. But if you're just like the standard guild where you don't really, you just do one war every 12 hours, you don't really need to you can take your time, right? Unless you're about to declare, I guess. Okay, we'll just keep working. I think this is probably one of the first times I've used Lisa in Guild Wars as well. Okay. Yeah, he's going ham with violent procs. Doesn't matter. Rena can tank it. I'm just gonna use the heal. And just so you know, it's my Kuma that's on destroy. My Rena does not have destroy. Don't really need to remove the heal block yet. I'm just gonna use trigger fire whenever I can. That way, Chisun can also get destroyed at the same time. That will make it less. It will make the Fallen Blossom less effective as well. All right, we'll wake up the Kuma. It will give him. It will reduce his cooldown as well for trigger fire. So now that the monkey's got almost half his HP destroyed, it'd be a lot easier for my Kuma to take him out, right? I mean, Fallen Blossom probably coming soon from Violent Proc, but never mind, he's dead from the dots at worst. All right, so now there's no threat really, so I'm just gonna auto this, and this may take a little while, but eventually they'll die. And if you're using Rena in Guild Wars, right, it's actually not the worst idea to put her on destroy. Just for these situations where there's it just supports, you can take them out a lot easier. And she doesn't really need any particular set to work. The only set you might want is the Will set, just to tank Sierra sometimes, at least for the start of the turn. So I mean, the other two sets, it's really up to you what you want to use. So you can use one of those sets as destroy. Maybe the other set can be shield. Depends what what stats you have on those runes, whether they're suitable for her. So you're just looking for as much HP as possible, resistance, and some defense. It's nice as well. Any other additional stats, it's fine to have, like crit rate. It's not the worst. Attack's not bad. Worst case scenario, that unit is pretty well ruined for World Boss. My arenas usually are in Team 1 or Team 2. Alright, my apologies. That took a lot longer than I thought, but I guess that also elongates the video too. Alright, alright, so we marching shot and take out the Ritesh. Well, fingers crossed. Okay, it's gone. Now we can take out Velajul and it should be fine from there. Oh, don't do this. Okay, that's fine. Wow, Revenge proc as well after the Violent proc. But doesn't matter, like he's not gonna kill everyone. Alright, just quickly before we go, let's just do the world boss. It's been a long time since I've done world boss on after the video, I think. And this rotation is basically everyone's in it, or I think pretty much everyone's in it. The boss, I believe, reset after the day reset, but only a few people really got hits in. Probably just like one person at the top who knew he's gonna hold Legend. I didn't see who it was, and then a few others probably who didn't care. Wow, this is like the worst score I've ever seen for my first team. At least for a long time. I'm surprised. I mean, it's pretty much all the usual guys in my first team, but somehow I did less than 1.8. I mean, yesterday he did like 1.93. Oh, you may have noticed, probably from the previous video, I did get an Eladriel. I haven't really shown it, but I'll show you the runes next rune removal after I fix everything up. But he's there. He's in the second team. Okay, this for my team 2. This is not bad. It's pretty good actually. Oh, that was quite low on team 2 though. I thought he would be a lot higher because his stats are pretty good. Oh well, and he's got he's got all skill ups except for like one from first skill. Ooh, legendary scraps. How many do I have? 82. Not enough yet. Let's check something. I'm surprised some of these units aren't in my top like better. Even Darian, because they're like, well, they should be overtaking my fire units, but oh well. I let the world boss select it for me. I'm not expecting to get very high this rotation because there's a lot of people competing for it. We'll see how it goes later on, but I'm basically just hoping to hold G3. But at the same time, this means, you know, if you want to check out my rune builds and stuff, you should be able to check me on World Boss. Probably a few hours after the day resets, I'll do my World Boss around then, so it won't be straight away. But for most of the day, you should be able to find me there. At least for until this current rotation dies, which will probably take like a few days. Alright, so that's it for me today. Thanks guys for tuning in as usual, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's Guild War. Bye bye.